Okay, this is our first Bardsey apple. Bardsey has a really cool story. It's from an island in Wales. Really cool history I'll do a different video on, but this is the first one. It's supposed to ripen somewhere in September. I've been watching this really close. It's the end of August, and we've been really hot and dry lately. So it's got a nice red blush with, you can tell which side wasn't getting sun. That's typical for this apple. It's like a pink striped over yellow. And you can see it took a hard hit whenever it hit the ground, but I've been checking this daily, and it has been hanging. It was hanging yesterday, and we're gonna see what she tastes like. I'm excited. Drop that there on the table. That shouldn't have happened. It's dirty now. So you can see it's got bruised pretty good here where that happened. Let's give it a bite. It's very, very good. Yeah, I could eat a whole bunch of those. I'm going to share with the kiddos here. This is not a good apple knife. Big chef's knife. Not the ideal candidate. There's a acacia slice. Hold on so you don't get a bite before Ellie.
Smells good.
Bardsey is reported to be very disease resistant. It's done very well with CAR here, cedar apple rust. And I am not an apple expert, but I'm going to try to describe this. Go ahead. It's not extremely crisp, but it's not mealy or anything like that. It's like a very nice texture. Sweet. There's some tart on the back side, like almost a citrusy flavor. I need to cut you one. My apple slices are going wonky.
It's definitely worth 4 years of waiting.
Yeah, this tree is 4 years old. It's a big tree in the backyard. We'll do a story with that big tree sometime. It's on a full-size rootstock, so it should get very big.
This is delicious.
I need to save one for Elila, too. Elila's in the bath. What do you think, girls?
The best apple I've ever had.
It's very good.
It's good.
Best I've ever had.
All right, so being extremely critical, what do you give that on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
Camera lady.
The best apple ever.
It is a little bit sour for me because I tend to lean toward a gala, but I really like the flavor. It's not so sour like a Granny Smith, so it's definitely a good one for me.
So the seeds are definitely ripe. They're brown, but I think they could be a hair darker. So this is probably on the underside of ripe. I think it might sweeten up a little bit if we stored it. Saved it. Oops.
He saved it.
This is supposed to be really insect prone, like codling moth. Go ahead. Might as well eat it all. We saved a little bit for Elila. Here, Allie, I got one for you too.
I split with her.
Well, you're going to have to split it again.
No, give that to Elila.
Elila's got one. I'll give one more piece to Mama.
That's good.
The camera lady, you can't see it, but she's waving her hands trying to get more. All right. So, very good. Hopefully we'll get more in like next year, and we can do some experimenting with storage. Supposedly storage up to a month, and they're supposed to be a little better on the back end of storage. But we were not going to store this thing, especially with the damage it had from falling off the tree. But definitely a good apple. It's got, like she was saying, almost like a Granny Smith sourness to it, but that sourness has sugar in there to offset it. It's definitely sweet tart, what they would
Good
call
juices and
sub-acid.
everything.
Nice juicy, not like dripping down your chin, but definitely enough juice that it's very juicy. So I'm not an apple tasting expert, but that That's a good apple, and
Mhm.
definitely worth keeping around and trying to grow next year.